What did we do? Question, why should he fulfill it? Why should he do? It is we who have forgotten that relationship. It is not the Lord. Lord always remembers us. That's why he's coming, and even though if we are completely away from him, still he's coming and sitting in our heart as Paramatma. Still is guiding us through his devotees. Still is helping us through his words in the scriptures. Still he is giving us the facilities, ways and means so that we can lead our life. Even though we're completely away from him, still he is giving these bodies. By seeing that, is it not a proof that he's a well-wisher? Now, if any difficulties are coming, it is only through us. It's not the Lord. But the false ego is so strong that we do not accept that. And the false ego becomes strong, then we would never accept it. Now, that is not the problem of the Lord, that is our problem actually. Why people go away from the process, or why people do not take the process core to the heart? Because we never understand who the Lord is. We never understood his qualities. This entire manifestation is coming through a desire, not Lord's desire, it's our desire. This entire material world, unlimited universes, there's not one universe, unlimited universes. In that unlimited universe, this earth is very, 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 very teeny. Very teeny. And in that earth, this world is even more teeny. In that world, America, very insignificant. In that Tampa or Memphis, very insignificant. In that Jiva like ourselves, so insignificant. And for this insignificant Jiva, Lord created this entire manifestation. Because this Jiva want to enjoy in separation of the Lord. That is what this Jiva desired. Oh, Krishna, you stay away from me. Is it so? Okay. I will stay away from you. Even though if you've forgotten that relationship, I will not forget that. That's why he comes and sits in our heart as Paramatma. What is Advaitam? And what is Dvaitam? Dvaitam means one, but here we see two. The Lord is sitting in the heart, and we, Jiva, two. It's very clear. Dvaita. Madhvacharya always says like this. Dvaita. Two. There is always the Lord. There is a Jiva. Jiva can never become the Lord. But Jiva can serve the Lord by turning towards the side of the Lord. Jiva can do that because what is he doing? He's giving his independence to the Lord. Now, whoever gives the independence to the Lord, they make perfection in their life. And that independence is given when we understand the opulences of the Lord. Now, where in the scriptures Muhammad did not tell this, Jesus also did not tell this, Buddha also did not tell this. He did not tell this. Muhammad, he did not tell. Jesus did not tell. Buddha did not tell. Adi Shankaracharya did not tell. It's only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who told us that the Lord can be worshipped in this way. All these acharyas, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, they told us that we have a relationship with the Lord. None of the teachers in the other schools, they never told in this way. They propagated Advaita. which is impersonalism. But it is only these personalities who is telling that yes, Lord is there, is a person. He is not just an energy, he has so many qualities, unlimited qualities. Venu Madhurya. That is his quality. He uses the flute, he entices everyone. In his abode, the spiritual planet, they become mad after hearing that enticement from the Lord. They run to see him. They're completely mad. They become mad by hearing that. That is a relationship with the Lord. And that madness will only come only after losing all these impurities, all the anarthas in the heart. That is why Chetodarpana Maharajana is important. Otherwise, knowing the opulences, I can speak, I cannot realize. We can hear, but we cannot realize. The realization comes when the impurities are taken away. The realization comes when we are completely giving our heart and soul, giving our life and soul for the pleasure of the Lord. That is a process. At the Thakur Maharaj, he says, "Oh, my dear Lord, I want to leave this body before you wind off the pastimes." That is his desire, and the Lord fulfilled that desire. And they all chanted and danced after Haridas Thakur Maharaj left, completed his Baumya Leela, and then head back home, back to Godhead. And Lord is indebted to him because he doesn't know anything else other than the Lord. And Lord doesn't know anything else other than him. Now that's the independence of the Lord. That is the love of the Lord. He's ready to shed. He's ready to reciprocate. He's ready to give to his devotees. This is the well-wisher. This is called as well-wishing. He's always a well-wisher. That then understand your devotees. Little problems or small things which are happening in our life, what is that? Do we complain to that? No, we would never complain to that. We are seeing the Lord, his opulences, his glories, his pastimes. That is why it says, this has been said, Jarma karma chame divyam evam yovati tattvataha chaktva deham punarjanma na iti mamet sorjuna. Arjuna, you just understand me, you know me, you know my opulences. There is no life, there is no birth. There is no birth again in this material world. I will take you back home. Because what are we doing? We are trying to give our independence, and what is he doing? He's also, as he's a supreme well-wisher, he's ensuring that those things are taken care. But the moment we give away that independence, thinking that, so now through the false ego, what happens is, if I give the independence, then what happens to me? Then I might not be happy. No, no. Recently, one thing happened. I wanted to give. That means when the independence is given to the Lord, what is happening? Lord is giving more. I was not expecting that Lord is supposed to give more, but he gives. When we are doing something, he reciprocates. In a little loving way. That little reciprocation is also proving us again and again that he is a well-wisher. Sitting in the heart is Paramatma. Even though we are not doing it with a pure state, the purity has to be improved. But still he reciprocates. So that is the most important thing. Understanding the opulences of the Lord. When we understand that, then we know how powerful He is. He is very powerful, dear devotees. Cannot understand actually. The Lord is very powerful. But if you see in the spiritual world, Mother Yashoda, Srimati Radharani, all his associates, Gopavalas, Nanda Baba, they don't even know that Krishna is so powerful. They don't know. They don't know the opulences of the Lord. If they know all the opulences of the Lord, they could never reciprocate with the Lord in that way. It's very interesting actually. Mother Yashoda would have never reciprocated to Krishna in that way. That means she would have never chastised Krishna if she knows all the opulences of the Lord, if she knows who that personality is. And likewise, on the other side, Krishna would also, he aspires to forget his godhood. That is his desire. That means he is giving an authority to the other person to control him. We never see this, dear devotees. This thing is never seen in any other places. Quran doesn't say that. Bible doesn't say that. The teachings of Adi Shankaracharya, he doesn't proclaim that. None of these things are there in any of the other religious books. Buddha also never proclaimed that. It is our acharyas. They proclaim that. Nobody else proclaims it. No one, dear devotees. If we go and ask or question in Quran or Bible stating that, can you tell me how the Lord would look? Can you give an understanding that what does he do? Can you tell me what does he wear? Can you tell me what he does every day? Can you tell me how he reciprocates in a personal way? There are some details in the Quran which actually talks about that the Lord will reciprocate. But that reciprocation is in Shantarasa. Kind of, you can get that picture. But it doesn't come to the plane of relationships, loving relationships. That is also one way of a relationship, but it is completely in the mode of servitude. But another aspect will come into this. Why is this given to me? This is such a beautiful, exalted state of consciousness. Why is it given to me? Why is it given to us? Are we qualified for that? No. Everything is given to us. No qualification. There's no qualification actually. It is out of the sheer desire of these personalities, of our acharyas, of the Lord. This has been given to us. Is this not well-wisher? So that's why it's called a supreme well-wisher. Pranipatena pariprashrena sevaya. He tells in Gita again and again, you should approach me like this. You should approach my representative like this. Now Arjuna understood. By this moment itself, his consciousness is completely purified. There is no tinge of doubt. Actually, at second chapter only, his heart is purified. The moment Krishna reciprocated to him, that at that moment is itself, he realized everything. And we see those details in chapter 11. And he says, Parabrahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam. All these personality, Asito, Devalo, Vyasa, Narda, all these personality are telling that you are the supreme person, that you are the supreme master, that you have a form. Klesho adhikarasya avyakta shakta chetasam. Avyakta hi gatir dukkham. Krishna again is confirming that if one worships me in a form, in an impersonal way, they will get only dukkha. Because there is no relationship no, in that. There is no rasa in that. There is no taste in that. So that's why, dear devotees, we should never do anything in an impersonal way. It should be in a personal way. When we chant our rounds, it's a personal. Krishna is there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. We should never try to finish our rounds. The rounds will naturally be finished. Sometimes in between we might see the watch. What's the time? How many rounds have finished? No, don't do that calculations. Krishna will Krishna Krishna will be sad or upset. Why? Because if a person comes to our home, do we ask him when you'll go? Is that good? Is that good manners? It's not good manners. Do we ask him when are you leaving? Is that good? It's not good. Likewise, when we chant Hare Krishna, we cannot say that by this time I will chant, I'll finish these many rounds by that time I will finish. This I has to be removed. This I is the greatest problem because this I only kept us here. The first thing which manifested in our heart in the spiritual world is this I. And then the last thing which goes away from this material before going to the spiritual world is this I, that false I. There is always true I, but there is false I also. I means ego. There's true ego also, that I am the servant of the Lord and the servant of the Lord's devotees. This is true ego. This will manifest more and more. How? When we begin giving our independence to them. That's why this process is a voluntary process. It's a voluntary thing. So they all manifest through how? Through knowing the opulences of the Lord. That is why Shravanam is important. Through Shravanam, what do we know? We know the glories of the Lord. We understand the glories of the Lord. Prema Madhurya. These are the qualities of the Lord. Prema Madhurya means what? It's a love. Loving reciprocation with the Lord. Lord, he doesn't know anything else other than his devotees. And simultaneously, he knows how to do the creation also. On one side, he doesn't know anything else other than his devotees. But on the other side, he is a supreme creator. That means simultaneously, he does two things. At one moment, he forgets his godhood. On the other moment, he creates everything through his godhood. He expands himself in unlimited ways. Balramji, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Through that, Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksa Vishnu, Chiradaksa Vishnu, the creation is happening. Unlimited ways. Everything is there. He creates the sun, he creates the moon. And he's taking beatings from his mother. Now, who doesn't want to take association of that kind of a person? Just to protect one devotee, he comes in another form. That means there might be so many Prahlad Maharaj in this creation where Narasimhadev is manifesting in so many forms. Just for him only. Only few leelas are kept in this Bhagavatam, dear devotees. Only few. Very limited. This is limited edition actually. 18,000 slokas is a limited edition, dear devotees. The glories of the Lord are unlimited. That means there are unlimited slokas. A devotee like Jiva Goswami, he wrote 1 lakh slokas. Now, what to speak of all the devotees? Count all the slokas. Unlimited. They have no idea actually. Bhagavatam says the Lord even descends in the aquatics. Now, I'm not talking about the Matsya avatar, which we know. There are unlimited ways. He comes again and again. He descends in the animal dynasty. Now, Sukadeva Goswami, he's extending his heart. He's sharing his heart. So, through that heart sharing, we know few things. But one thing, the most prominent thing which we need to understand, his opulences are unlimited. Now, Nectar of Devotion says that Lord has 64 qualities. That means that Lord only has 64 qualities? No. Just to put us in a, just to give us an understanding that, oh, he's so special. Narayana has 60 qualities. Lord Shiva has 55 qualities. Brahmaji has 50 qualities. We Jiva, we also have those qualities, but teeny. We also have 50 qualities, but it's very teeny, very teeny. Brahma has those qualities in full. That's why he's been given that position to serve, to create. So what can we understand? I always think about this. What can we understand? We cannot understand anything. His glories are magnanimous. And he has those 4 extra qualities that nobody has. And one of that quality is Venu Madhurya. Hare Krishna, what is this, dear word? That means he uses his flute. Our dear Baldev Seva Prabhu has a picture where Krishna has the flute. So Venu Madhurya, that means he uses that, he entices the entire Goloka with that. Hare Krishna. Don't you want to go to that place? Cultivate that desire. And the desire intensifies. Never think that, oh, I have anarthas, I cannot go. No. Don't think like that. Never think that I have anarthas, I might not go. Never think that I am not in a plane of surrender, I might not go. Please think that these things are remote and then we come to that plane. That is our prayer. My dear Lord, I'm not there, but I want to pray. My dear Lord, I'm unable to serve, but I want to serve. My dear Lord, I'm unable to surrender, but I want to surrender. These are the prayers. If we aspire for this, then there is chance. There is hope in this world. Hare Krishna. I didn't realize the time. It's already 6:25. I'm gonna wind here. Anyone has any questions? I have another assignment at 6:30. So we have a few minutes. Anyone would like to add anything? Please think about the qualities of the Lord. Think about the opulences of the Lord. And it's that Buddhi Yoga will actually help us move forward in Krishna consciousness more. We understand, what the person, I'm chanting about the names of the Lord. Oh, this person is so great, so special. And his devotees are even more special. They're even more special than the Lord. And today is that day. Hriday Thakur disappeared. He's more special. That more specialty is given by the Lord only. Now, how is that Haridas Thakur more special? Because that specialty is given by the Lord. Balramji, he puts a hand on Krishna. Hare Krishna. He gives that freedom. Krishna, Krishna. Thank you. There's more to it actually. What is this? This is also limited edition. It's limited time. Hare Krishna. Thank you, dear devotees. If I spoke anything wrong, please excuse me. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to add? Would share?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, all Krishna Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a question about, you said do not chant or do not do any service impersonal way. So Prabhu, I just would like to know, like never think about like chanting or without doing anything, and the Krishna is a personal form, two-handed form, and I'm just servant of the servant of the servant of the acharyas. So Prabhuji, that's can you please tell me, like, impersonal way means what for a devotee, like because it's a very very deep rooted topic, Prabhuji. So please
Tell tomorrow.
yeah, please. Because I heard that it's a very important to understand the difference. There's a Prabhuji, please.
Yes. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Jai Krishna. Let us all offer our humble obeisances unto all Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desires who can fulfill the desires of everyone. They are full of compassion for the fallen conditions also. Vancha kalpatarupascha. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji ki jai. Shilas Prabhuji jai. All devotees.
Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna.